I'm Spencer.
I'm Jay.
Sorry. And this is The Itch podcast.
Episode 36?
37, I think.
37? Yo, we up there.
We up in heaven. I'm 37. Not 11.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, you say 9/11 or not?
Oh, not 11.
Okay, because it sounded like... Anyway.
But
yeah.
just like that, we going down.
Oh, no. Oh, my Lanta.
All right. We already introduced each other, right?
Yeah. So Spencer, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing what you're seeing now,
Quantum
Break. That was good.
review to come.
Review to come, hopefully shortly after today.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies.
My man.
Oh man, I'm almost halfway through it. I'm on this. Well, not really. I'm probably the fourth way through it, but I'm on the second case right now.
I could just imagine
Just
you
what?
having tons of papers laid out, a light, and you're like, this case is
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
Drinking your coffee.
I'm just like, I gotta set him free, man.
What's this alibi?
Yeah. So there's that one, which I'll do a review on that one, just based on the fact that we have so many views on the other one.
Oh, really?
I kind of just want to get a review up for this game.
Why not? Ace Attorney is where it's at, man.
I love Ace Attorney, and I play Little League
Okay.
as always.
Did you stream it?
No,
Oh.
I didn't stream any this week.
You know I tune in and watch you all the time.
Do you?
A
So
lot of-
I noticed sometimes.
A lot of the times I'll actually watch. I might not say anything, but I'll
Yeah.
be watching.
Are you admiring the skills?
I'm trying to figure out how the game works so I can talk about it better.
Yeah.
That's kind of it, really.
You just want to be able to speak to it?
I want to be able to go like if someone's like, oh, in League when we rush or when I'm ADC carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm ADC, you know, and we know what's going on. I'm like, okay,
I like
cool.
that you put an impression of us as you describe it.
Well, it's not to be mean. I'm just being honest. But yeah. So
I want to be an ADC.
I want to be in ADC. That's how it goes. That's the AC/DC song.
Yeah. For real.
They switched it up.
But I think that's it. I don't know if I've been playing anything else.
Really?
Oh,
Didn't you play
I'm
Limbo?
doing a second review, by the way.
Of what?
It's a surprise.
It's Madden.
And the surprise, it's a mobile game called 1010 exclamation.
Oh God. Yeah, I didn't really get too far in my mobile game. I picked up Mobile Strike.
We'll do that next week when there's a bunch of people.
It fucking sucks.
Mobile Strike,
I don't like it.
review to come. It's terrible. That is the review.
It was. I think I might use a different mobile game. I think I might use that Marvel fighting game or whatever.
A friend of mine played it who loves Marvel, and he said he hates it.
They flat out stole from Street Fighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they stole the super animations from it.
Yeah.
I'll show you a video later, but it's fucking awful. I'm like, how dare you, Marvel?
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, so what else are you playing?
So I've been playing a lot of Salt and Sanctuary.
Oh, did you beat it?
I didn't beat it.
Is it long?
It's not long. It's more of like, it's like any Souls game in the sense of like, a lot of the, geez, I got the burps.
You got the burpees.
A lot of the longevity comes from losing in certain areas.
Okay.
Consistently, which is fine. I'm okay with losing.
You just got to get good.
Here's the thing: when you die and the game lets you know it's your fault,
Yeah.
then I will try again. But if it's the game that messes up on something, that pisses me off. So like, there's a point you get. It's if you've played a Metroid game or a Castlevania game recently, you know like the whole we talk about all the time, like the avatar strength.
Yeah.
Oh, I could double jump now. You know, stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they brand your hands, and when they brand your hands, you get power-ups. So one allows you to flip upside down in certain areas, and you can jump off walls in one. Well, they really enforce the jump off walls one because it's easy to design. It's like, okay, fine. You know, put two areas like right this, bam, 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 bam. Well, here's the problem. There's a lot of areas where you jump up the walls, and if you miss a jump, what happens is, say it's like this like long cylinder or long freaking what's it called up, and I'm jumping off the walls, and say I jump like I'm jumping from left to right, but I'm accidentally holding left on the D-pad.
Yeah.
Well, I just missed that wall kind of. So when I try and jump off of it again, the game recognizes the momentum going down. So when I jump, I'm suddenly shooting down to the ground
Oh.
like a shooting star, and you die. And I'm like, this is bullshit.
Like a shooting star.
It's really fast. You die. You're just.
Is it one of those things where it recognizes that you're falling into a pit? Because some games actually, I don't know.
Oh,
if
they
you,
kill you before.
Yeah, you knew that. Like Mega Man actually seems to do something like that, where if it knows that you're in a
There's
bottomless
no
pit,
way,
they're just
yeah.
going to drop you really fast. Is it at all like that?
No, because it's an area you previously went through.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
like
weird.
if it's like a really high like tower and you're jumping off the walls inside the tower, whoop. Okay. And then suddenly it drop or suddenly you miss up or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that's bullshit. And the other thing is, so you go, okay, don't press any direction on the D-pad when I'm jumping up these walls. Okay, well, see, I need to hit this ledge. You have to hit forward to
Yeah.
grab the ledge. So then I hit forward, and maybe I miss the ledge, and then I fall again. Like, it's so wonky. And there was 2 times when I literally just stopped playing because I was like, that was not my fault. Like, you fucking game. So in better news, I've been playing a lot more Halo.
Yeah.
Me, Matt, and Troy.
Oh, Halo 5?
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, they update the crap out of that game.
Oh, free, like
Yeah,
all the time.
They just
pretty
did,
impressive.
Ghosts of Meridian, one of those. Added like new maps and all that stuff.
Is it good?
Yeah, I'm still having fun with the game.
You should let me know. I want to join in on that. I want to be a friend.
Get in on that Warzone.
Yeah, I love the Warzone.
Warzone's pretty fun.
What a great concept.
It's just like the only thing that sucks is some people get so like tunnel visioned up that you're the only one that's like, hey, let me use my rec and get like a vehicle. They're like, I'll just use the BR. Whatever, you know. It's like bullshit.
Jeez.
But I've been playing, of course, Street Fighter.
Amateurs. Yeah.
Played a lot of Street Fighter.
Ooh, and we got that pass to get into Evo, right?
Yeah,
Are you excited?
We got a press pass. I was thinking about how we're going to go about interviewing some of these people. And I talked to Troy about it. And Troy's kind of like, oh, hey, maybe we should consider you just doing the interviews. Because I was like, he knows some of the guys. Like, he knows Mike Ross.
Yeah.
He's
Cousin of Rick Ross, I'm assuming.
pretty much. I mean, let's be honest. He's familiar with J.R. Rodriguez, he's a big Street Fighter 3 player. He goes by Pikachu Akuma.
Pikachu Akuma?
Yeah.
Akuma's like a bear, right?
No, Akuma means demon.
Oh, demon.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as a bear.
Kuma.
Have you ever seen a bear charging at you? It's like an Akuma.
Frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually like Pikachu in Akuma's gear and like looks demonic.
Yeah.
And he, at the start of his videos, it's Pika-Pee, you know? It's like, oh, what the fuck? But yeah, anyway.
Bunch of weirdos.
Yeah, we thought about how we're going to go about doing that. And it's kind of a lot of it's just like, you know, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
I do want to interview some of like the top players, but I also want to interview people that are just like, hey, is it your first time going to Evo?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Dude, you guys should videotape everything. Like,
that's the
you
plan.
guys eating at Denny's at 5 a.m. because you just got off a bender. I want that videotape.
Fucking, I'm gonna take him to Earl's.
What's Earl's? I've never been to Las Vegas, so I'm new to this.
So I don't. I actually have James to thank for this. We went to Evo one year, right? We drove.
Yeah.
It was me, James, and Leo, and James was like, "You guys don't go to Earl's?"
You ain't been to Earl's.
Pretty much. I'm like, what the fuck is Earl's? So he goes, all right, I'm going to take you guys to Earl's. We go to Earl's. This place has sandwiches on sandwiches on sandwiches, son. They have the best sandwiches in Vegas. And I was like,
serious?
God damn. And here's the thing. It's expensive as fuck, too. You'll get like half a sandwich for like $7. But
Oh, how much is a full sandwich? 14 or is
probably 14, 13, 12. one of
Okay.
those. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. But they're great sandwiches.
Well, that's good. Like, is it just your traditional turkey club?
Well, it's a lot of those. Man, I see you are having trouble.
Yeah, if you're watching the actual video of this, I am not talented. And this is a relatively
You're like,
difficult
get
boss.
over the ledge.
I'll like dash past things. Anyway, go on.
So,
Don't laugh at my failure.
no, game looks great though. At least visually.
The death scenes are beautiful.
Are they really? They're violent.
No, I was just joking because
Oh.
I die so often.
So
Load times are great too.
we'll get to it. But yeah. So, ooh, what?
I know. Anyway, just keep going.
Sorry. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of
Soul searching.
well, I mean, when it comes to Evo, yeah, sure. Like, because Guile is supposed to come out this month, and I said I'd probably have Guile as a pocket character.
Now, when you say pocket character, the people that aren't big on the fighting game community, what is a pocket character?
So, like, you have a main, right? Your main is your primary character. So
Yeah.
Laura is my main, but
Course.
Laura has weaknesses. Laura's weaknesses include being zoned out and fighting people who have good poke range. So
Yeah.
where they can hit you really far out. So I'm not talking like Dhalsim, even though he has like the best poke range. I'm talking like Chun-Li, who has really long
Legs.
reaching it. Yeah. She's
Oh, it's just Daniel says, by the way, that the prices that you listed aren't far away from Subway prices in Europe.
oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Anyway, keep going.
But she has long reach.
Mhm.
And man, Laura just has such a rough time against that. Guile, if they're anything like his previous iterations, can handle that. Because he has long reaching attacks too.
Yeah.
And he has that streak-a-boom.
Stick-a-boom.
And that flash kick.
It's stick-a-boom.
Or no,
And a stick-a-boom.
it's it's funny in Japanese, it's called somersault when he does the flash kick.
Somersault.
Yeah, so it's like somersault.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
And then in English, it's flash kick. So I think I might keep him in Japanese because I love hearing that somersault. I'm like, yo,
Somersault.
my boy just got that backflip kick.
Somersault.
But yeah, I always talk too much every time we do the what are you playing things. But I've been playing those things. Spencer and I,
What's up, Rosie?
hopefully, we'll be getting down on some Battleborn
Ooh, yeah.
today.
I'm hoping it lets us stream it.
Yeah,
I can't see why not, because I've seen other people's streams of it.
yeah.
But maybe they're just told they could. But I would love to. I'm super excited. I saw somebody playing it yesterday, and I was ready to get into it.
I figured that might tide me over till Overwatch, which comes out in like June, July, whatever. I forgot. Overwatch is probably my second most anticipated title this year.
Mm-hmm.
My first is Dark Souls. Next week, baby.
Overwatch is one of your most anticipated?
Dude, Overwatch looks amazing.
I didn't know that, because you don't usually speak fondly of the MOBAs.
Well,
It's definitely a MOBA.
yeah, but it also has that emphasis. I'm okay with games like, okay, so if you look at RPGs, right?
Right.
And this is no offense to League at all.
An incoming offense to leave. Go ahead.
If you look at RPGs, like if you look at shit, I can't even say World of Warcraft. Back in the day, when you looked at like PvP on RPGs, it
Yeah.
was really stat based.
Yeah.
There was rotations, sure, but it was very much stat based, and that's how a lot of like American like games that like I played the Division a little bit,
Yeah.
and going in PvP on that, it is absolutely stat based. Destiny, if you're playing in freaking Iron Banner,
Yeah.
stat based, but for a knock.
I'll check on it. Go ahead.
For Overwatch, there's sort of this emphasis on, sure, stats, but teamwork. Can you get by? All right. There's an emphasis on teamwork in which people are like, you're designed to work together. Like you could call it MOBA, but you can also say it's really Team Fortressy. Uh-oh, someone got a package. So it's really Team Fortressy in that sense too. And I think there's an element of skill. Oh, geez, burps. There's an element of skill there that comes with like working together as a team.
Yeah.
And that's probably what turns me the most towards that game.
I don't know why you don't think League of Legends is the same way.
I don't think League is the same way because I blame the community. I look at hopefully Overwatch being different in that regard because it's new. And maybe there won't
I think the community got a bad rap from what it was years ago. League of Legends community is not as bad as it used to be.
You contributed to that.
I absolutely did.
That
and
downfall.
I learned not to because I got banned 3 times.
Well, maybe.
I think you really... I think you should really reconsider it. At least from the
I
community
think I'm
perspective.
just going to wander the forums. And if I see someone cursing each other out and be like, hey, Spencer, explain this.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I legitimately do think that it's changed a lot. And people, and it used to be the worst, probably worse than any first-person shooter one I've ever seen, worse than anything. And now it is definitely not.
Worse than Call of Duty? Call of Duty, I think, had to be the worst.
Worse than Call of Duty. You should have seen what people would say. Imagine if Call of Duty, you're playing Call of Duty, but every match is 40 minutes long, and if you fail at the first 5 minutes, then you're on a team that's losing. That's going to lose, guaranteed. Like it is a nightmare. It used to be a nightmare. Things have changed a lot, though.
Things have changed.
Ready for some news?
Yeah, you shot him in the back. Good job. I'm sorry. Yeah, ready for some news.
All right, let's get started. We need a little news song.
What's our news song?
I don't know.
Let's just end.
This
Justin.
This Justin. Justin. All right, let's get started. So the first bit of news I got, 3.5 updates for the PS4.
Yeah.
You ready for a rundown of a bunch of the stuff they got?
Let's kick it.
Kick it. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, well, these are obvious. I did see these, but okay, keep going.
All right, so here's a list of all the updates they got, and we can talk more about others, some than others. You appear offline.
Yeah.
So
you can hide from your coworkers.
yeah, that's right. You can choose to appear offline, so in case you get a stalker, which of course I get so many that I will probably be turning it off.
Your stalkers have stalkers.
That's right.
It's terrible.
do you hear about Proud Penguin? He's been stalking Spencer like crazy lately. I'm gonna follow him.
Proud Penguin.
I don't know. I made that name up.
Or did you? Dr. Evil.
Friend online notification. You can now choose to get notified when your friends come online.
That should have been there forever ago. But okay.
Yeah. Yeah, some of these you kind of think of it as like, that seems like a very basic like level 1 thing. User scheduled events. On the events tab, we're adding the ability to schedule gameplay sessions with your friends.
So this I
Great
actually think is cool because if we're trying to do something on the edge.
Oh yeah, we could have big events or whatever.
Yeah, like we could do like a Rocket League, like freaking play with the viewers type thing.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe we could play with the Itchinites.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Itchinites assemble.
All right. So what else?
Next up is play together. This feature allows all members of a party to see what each person is playing, so you can easily join a friend's game. Again, that probably should have been in there from the beginning.
Now, to see what they're playing, do they mean in the sense of like visually or just the name of it? Because I could always see the name.
Like
of
maybe
it.
when you're in a party with everybody, it like has the name and the game they're playing next to. I haven't seen it personally. But.
Well, that used to always be that. Maybe there's something deeper.
Yeah, maybe there's something we don't.
Gotta
understand.
look at
it. Remote play with PC and Mac. This is the big one.
Have you tested it?
No.
Huh. Shame on you.
Shame on me. Has this already rolled out?
Yeah.
Okay, this is already okay. So I should try this.
Yeah, you need to get the SharePlay app thingy on your computer.
I could get on this guy.
Yeah.
And then I could play it instead of playing on there, but in the living room next to it.
Skills, man. Skills.
Now, when you do it, do you still need your PS4 controller?
I don't know. I haven't.
I guess I got to figure all that stuff out.
I want to say you do, but I could be wrong. I need to test it.
Here's some interesting stuff. So the resolution options are 360p, 720p, or 540p, 720p. And the default resolution is 540p. Frame rate is a standard 30 FPS. High 60 FPS. Default frame rate is the 30 FPS. So it's ironically a downgrade, obviously because they're streaming it over from the PS4.
Right.
But ironically, it's a downgrade because you're playing it on your PC, which usually has higher stat, higher.
I don't know. Maybe they're. Okay. I mean, at this point, it's kind of taking a little bit of steam off of Xbox's sort of share play thing. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
I doubt it's perfect, but in the sense of being like, hey, we could do it too.
Oh, it's just Daniel says Spencer has a point there. Of course I do. PC share play has not too many applications. It's kind of true. I mean, why just if you're going to turn your PS4 on, why wouldn't you play it on your PS4? It's not a whole lot of room for craziness there, but I can kind of appreciate it because sometimes I want to play a game in my room as opposed to playing it out here. Like maybe my girlfriend wants to make some jewelry or something, and I'll play it next to her. Yeah. But she doesn't have a workshop in the living room, obviously. So
you're right.
So in that instance, it kind of helps, but I would do agree it's kind of limited.
Yeah, I mean, I could really only see it making sense if you didn't live by yourself. If you had like family or friends or whatever that are overdoing something, and you're like, hey, I want to use that PlayStation to do something. And it's probably best to play a game that doesn't rely on frames that much. So like if
Yeah.
you're playing like Banner Saga.
Sean was
it'd be
mentioning
fine.
it when we were all texting each other about it, and he was like, "There's no way that's going to be a steady stream."
Oh,
and he's
no.
probably right.
Yeah, he's
because
right.
I've done it on the Vita where you stream it over,
Yeah.
and it's horrible.
Really?
It's not very good. And I've heard other people say it's all right, but I don't think they were playing The Last of Us because I was playing The Last of Us and it was
Okay.
horrible.
Well, Last of Us, wait, on PS3?
No, the PS4 version.
I was going to say, I was like, the frame rate on Last of Us is always bad. I mean, even on the PS4 one, it's bad until you toggle it to 60 frames.
Yeah.
And even then it looks weird, and you're like, what the fuck am I playing?
Yeah, The Last of Us is such a cinematic game.
Yeah.
I don't think it suits it to go 60 FPS. It's
Unless
one of
you're-
those examples of things.
Unless you're on multiplayer.
Oh yeah,
like,
then they can manage it.
absolutely. I mean, that game is still fun multiplayer. Or
You never took me on a playthrough of that.
Sorry, it used to be fun. My mistake. They have a machine gun in that game, which is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Like if you remember playing through the campaign, all the weapons were like like single fire or whatever. Like you had to have accuracy. They emphasize accuracy, and you can buy a machine gun. That weapon
Okay.
is bullshit.
So the next thing that they included was a broadcast option to broadcast to Daily Motion.
No one goes there.
No one goes there. We actually have. Did you guys know that we have a YouTube or a Daily Motion channel?
Oh God,
It gets no views.
I don't doubt it. Probably gets no uploads either.
Not anymore. No. I used to upload it.
Really?
All the videos to Daily Motion as well,
What the shit?
and it got nothing. So I stopped.
I mean, good for them, but don't need it.
Yeah. I don't know if they're trying to take over that space. It seems like they got to offer something different than YouTube because they don't offer anything different than YouTube. So why would you try to compete and offer zero? Anyway, I'm not sure. That's weird. Okay, what do we got? Social improvements. Share your friends' best moments to your feed for everyone to see. Spread the glory. Anyway, PSN.
Oh wait, hold on, no,
Oh,
pause. Hold on.
Did you like that?
Oh wait, share your videos and screenshots to Facebook and Twitter. You could already do that.
I don't know.
I know I'm not in the mic.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, it says your friends, though. Could you share your friends or just your own? It's weird. Like, you're sharing
Who
your...
fucking cares?
I don't know. Like, maybe if you're watching, like, one of the pros
I'm
or
friends
something.
with 420 no scope. Oh my god, look at that 420 no scope you got. 420 degrees. What the shit? Fuck that.
Oh, it's just Daniel's trying to keep up with all the videos. Don't worry about the Daily Motion one. Watch all the others.
Watch out.
Social improvements. Share. Oh, no, I already did that. PSN status. To quickly check the status of your PlayStation Network services, you can view this via Settings Network.
Cool. Whatever.
Neato. Teen account creation. Teens can now create their own accounts.
Keep them
Start
off the
playing in
internet.
offline mode until parents approve the account and complete the parental control setup at their leisure. Teens. To be a teen in this
God, the crime.
in this era.
Dude, unless your parent is already tech savvy, they're not even going to know about that feature.
Yeah.
You're just going to sign up as an adult.
I
I'm like,
would.
thanks, Dad. Fucking blacks.
Could you imagine labeling yourself as a teen right now?
Right. Oh, looks like I just hit 20. Time to take out the teen.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? You're just going to get online and be a racist anyway, so who cares?
Yeah. And then finally, PlayStation Plus Hub. Plus members can now enjoy easy access and management of their online storage. You can also see from your PS Plus games which of your friends also play the monthly PS or Plus games. Bah.
You got it.
What? Okay.
Good for them. Again, good for you guys.
Is that like a club or something that we're supposed to be a part of?
Are they re-announcing the PlayStation Home or something?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
Oh, man.
so it sounds like a real doozy.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Eric's saying he loves the idea of remote play. He doesn't have to walk up the stairs to play his game.
God, you are bad at this game. Holy shit.
Hey, shut up. All right. Here's one that I just want to talk to you. And this one was more under the assumption that more people would be here.
Okay.
But
I
you
can
still
be multiple people.
Yeah, be multiple. Can you be Rosie too?
Kagebushin.
Be,
Yeah.
be Rosie real quick.
No.
Okay, I'll be him.
God. We talked about this.
I don't know anything about nothing.
Shut the fuck up. We talked about this. Rosie's watching right now, but
Yeah.
just to let you know, Rosie, when we did the outro
Yeah.
for the show, it was not making fun of anyone in particular. You just so happen to sound sort of like my impression of Ruby, which is pouty monster.
Body monster.
So don't take offense.
You should take offense.
No, it was
You
not directed at you. I was always like, it's like one of those things like when you told a really offensive joke or something like that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, and it just blows over and no one cares about it. And you're like, am I safe? And you want to punish yourself for it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. I was like, I did this to Rosie. You know?
Such a gentle creature. But anyway, so this one was meant to be more of a discussion. It's not really an interesting story, but I thought it would lead to something that we could talk about.
Oh, I definitely have something to talk about with that.
Okay, so the Division update, it's guaranteeing high-end drops and makes crafting pricier.
Okay.
So what I wanted to ask you guys with this update, I don't even know what any of this means. I don't really care. What I'm trying to ask is, now that Division's been out for a minute,
Yeah.
everybody's kind of seen the end content, done it.
Right.
What are the legs of this game? Is this going to be for better or for worse, like Destiny, where people end up playing it a year later or something? Or where does this game go?
You want to know something?
I asked you, so yeah.
Oh, you just got kicked.
Hey, all right.
Sorry. You got kicked right out there. Anyway, sorry, that was really funny. I just deleted the Division this morning from my, to make room for Battleborn.
If this Snapple you bought me wasn't so...
Oh, freaking whatever. I'm going to run one of these dailies by myself, which is normally fine. It's easy. This particular day, there was some sort of like lag problems.
Yeah.
Like going on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, when I heal, it takes me like 2 seconds to heal, which was always an issue. Like, it always took like a second. Say I'm getting shot at. Bam, I hit my skill to heal me.
Yeah.
It pops. You see all these green particles come around. The green particles go into you, but your health doesn't go up until airplane. Got in there, and I was like, oh, freaking whatever. I'm going to run one of these dailies by myself, which is normally fine. It's easy. This particular day, there was some sort of like lag problems.
Yeah.
Like going on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, when I heal, it takes me like 2 seconds to heal, which was always an issue. Like, it always took like a second. Say I'm getting shot at. Bam, I hit my skill to heal me.
Yeah.
It pops. You see all these green particles come around. The green particles go into you, but your health doesn't go up until a second after that. Like, there's like severe lag. It's always been there for me in that game. And I got stuck to these walls. I think I died probably like 5 or 6 times on that mission.
Yeah.
Because of stupid stuff. Like, okay, I'm sticking to this wall, whatever. Or I'm blind firing, but someone hits me and does like crazy damage to me.
Yeah.
I'm blind firing. My hands are out here. You know?
Someone's shooting your hands?
I'm blowing my hands off, man. How will I use my rifles? You know? I got freaking upset. I was just like, you know what? This game just fucking is not worth it to me anymore. None of my friends play consistently. I talked with Rosie about it, and Rosie's like, I'm done with the game. Matt won't play the game unless I'm playing it. Troy is getting it on Xbox, which I'm like, whatever.
Does he have friends or something? Like on Xbox friends?
Yeah, me.
Well, what I mean is, like, does he have like a group of people on Xbox that he wants to play
No.
with?
That's the thing. I was like, why are you getting on Xbox? I think because he has such a big gamer score.
Oh,
His gamer score is huge. So he's probably like there was once a time he used to work at Blockbuster. He used to rent a game a day.
Just to get the gamer score
Just
up?
to get the gamer score.
Oh, he's one of those.
That's
a brilliant mechanic that they added to their thing just to get people to keep playing a bunch of games.
Yeah.
Just like, let's make a score.
He 1,000, you know it was bad. He 1,000 Avatar.
No.
The Last Airbender. You know what I'm talking about?
The game?
You have to do a 40-hit combo to get 1,000 to 1,000 the game. And all you have to do, you can get it in the first fight. All you have to do is just keep hitting people and don't get hit. Bam. He got it. He turned it off. He was done.
That's it? That's all he wanted to do?
He achieved what he wanted. Yeah, it was awful. So anyway,
I'm glad he's.
but going back to the Division, like they're saying like, oh hey, like they're changing essentially like drop rates. Like they're like enemies, like elite enemies that have names. They will guarantee a high end weapon, which are not our purples, our oranges essentially.
Yeah.
Our rares are uniques. If you play Diablo 2,
if you're a loser,
if you're a winner, but they have. They have all that stuff. kind of laid out in there, and that's great. That's fine. Like they want to emphasize people going through the incursions, which is like the end game, like raid stuff.
Yeah.
But like, how are you going to encourage me to run through it when it's not even out yet? And if I don't even know if it's all that good.
Yeah. Well, I read something that said and I don't know why they keep, there's like pandering to a Dark Souls crowd or something, but they released a statement saying, we have the new expansion almost ready, but it's just too hard.
Oh, yeah, the incursion. Yeah, they were like, the devs can't even beat it. And I'm like, well, then fix it.
Yeah.
But I saw someone go.
It's a numbers game, right? Just turn the numbers down.
Pretty much. I saw a guy go like, oh, man, this game it's broken. Incursions are broken. I'm like, just because something's hard doesn't make it broken.
Yeah.
It just means it's hard. And it could be in any different ways of hard. You know, it could be hard because fucking the guys have too much health. It could be hard because they hurt too much. It could be hard because there's too much like team synchronicity shit you got to do.
So Daniel was saying, so the Division's like evolved to you guys, a multiplayer game, no one plays after a month. Do you see then that this game goes the full length that Destiny did? And everyone bashes Destiny, but whatever. But people obviously they were, and maybe even a little bit are still playing it. So do you see legs like that on this game, or do you think it's just going to die out?
I don't think it's going to last as long because Destiny does one thing that the Division doesn't have.
Yeah.
And that is PvP. It does it better.
Okay.
Like it's pretty much non-existent. Like the Dark Zone, you might run into someone, you might be a dick. Like they lowered the Dark Zone like punishment.
Yeah.
So like if you go rogue and then like you get killed, you don't lose as much because there was almost no point in going rogue unless you wanted to be a dick.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's actually viable, so you'll probably see more rogues. Well, that's great because the community will be dead anyway. No, but honestly, it's just the PvP stuff. Like the matchmaking concept isn't in the Division, so like actually fighting someone to shoot, or even if you just want to play by yourself but you want to fight against other players, that option's not really there. Meanwhile, you have matchmaking in Destiny that offers that. I will say the Division has a better story than Destiny.
Oh.
in the fact that it's actually
not hard.
In the fact that it's actually there.
It's the fact that you don't have to read it.
Yeah, I mean,
like the little cards.
They did better on the Taken King, but if it really took like almost
a year,
to actually get, and not even all the stories better, just parts of it.
Yeah.
But the Division has a lot of that whole like, oh, let's investigate, what's this about type stuff, which is neat. It's world building.
Yeah.
But that's it. You can't. What else can we talk about? Oh, the snowdrop system is amazing, or the snowdrop engine is great. I don't fucking care.
That's too bad because it's a shame because that game it's rare that a game will come out and gets universally praised even through the beta. You know, like people were hyped like on this game like crazy.
I had fun.
And well, yeah, and it's good that we can have fun and say it was worth the $60. We had our fun and everything, but it's so rare that a game it'll come out and everyone is just happy with it. Yeah. Like nobody is sad, and they get to play the beta, so they played it and everything, and everyone's just happy with it.
Yeah.
And then it comes out and it does well.
I mean, people are still happy with it, but
does well, but people now are just like, I guess I'm done.
Yeah.
And they put it away.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's a real big thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. It's a real big thing that actually pisses me off. Is a lot of people will go like
it sucked because it didn't last 2,000 hours.
Yeah, that's it. But it's not. That's it. It's I guess I'm done.
Yeah.
That's how you should. Nice jump. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be. Oh, I guess that's it. It should be. I'm done. Mm-hmm. Like, do you just want to be like controlled by a medium for that long? Like,
they want to be addicted to it.
Exactly.
Endlessly.
Like even Final Fantasy 14. I love that game. Haven't played it in a very long time.
Mm-hmm. No reason to until like a content update.
Well, I mean, there was a content update, and I didn't really play all too much.
Oh, why not? Division.
Well, no, I think it was just like a lot of other games were coming out in addition to the Division, and I was just playing a lot of those, and eventually I kind of worked my way out of the grind of that game. It's still a fun game, but and I'm not done, but it's more of a I'm done for now.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing. And a lot of people just, no, I want you to take me and never let go of me. Oh, Fallout didn't have as much content. You know, like, who fucking cares? Did you have fun? Did you play it? Did you have fun? Did you put in like 60 hours into it? The game won. That's it.
Yeah.
You got your money's worth.
Do you think it's a Game of the Year contender?
What?
Division.
No.
No.
I think Overwatch is. I think Dark Souls will be. I think Uncharted is probably going to win it though.
Yeah.
Uncharted
You know what?
is
You know what?
beautiful.
And this is kind of unrelated tangent, but I wonder if you agree with me on that. Well, no, you didn't play it.
Play what?
All right, Rosie would be the person to ask, but I'm just gonna throw it out there.
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2 under like what do you call it when it's like not gonna win, but like a silent
Underdog?
sleeper?
Sleeper hit.
Sleeper-
but it's not a sleeper hit. Everyone.
I mean sleeper game of the year.
Oh.
like a game that nobody's gonna think to nominate, but
I would nominate that. I've just seen it.
Well,
I
yeah.
think it looks great.
we'll see how it does. But it's just that it's all PC. You know,
Yeah.
like those kind of games tend to not.
You know, get a
Get
game
it.
of the year.
What?
Console release.
Yeah, yeah.
Then everyone's go, oh my god.
Well,
Oh,
because
this is amazing.
when it's a PC game, like half the audience doesn't even know about it. When it's
Yeah.
a console, for some reason, even if it's an exclusive,
because
like,
it's more common.
yeah, everyone just sees it and they go crazy.
I mean, if it's an Xbox exclusive, not everyone's going to see it. I mean, people, no doubt, have looked at streams of Quantum Break as opposed to buying the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's actually a fun story in and of itself. But I think we missed the boat on that. On
Yeah.
the cancer dragon thingy.
Cancer Dragon.
Yeah, the game that guy came out with. He got
Oh.
mad because everybody just streamed the game.
No, we talked about it.
Oh, did we talk about it?
Yeah, we hit
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
So let's get back to some news.
All right, you ready for some news?
Yeah.
All right, next up, Oculus Rift had a little bit of drama this week, and probably last week, but I'm talking about this week with Facebook. Obviously, Facebook owns Oculus Rift, and turns out that the Oculus Rift streams a bunch of your data to Facebook.
Well, shit. By a bunch of your data, you mean like your game time?
Sorry, I hit the mic. There's a fly. Jeff Goldblum is attacking me.
I thought you just got upset.
Yeah, I was so mad.
This damned mic.
Let me read exactly what it reads because it always kind of confused me. But basically, I guess they're taking what you're viewing or what you're looking at on Oculus Rift and just sending Facebook like knowledge of it. So like if you got, I don't exactly know how it all works, but I guess if you're serving the internet on an Oculus Rift, it'll take a lot of things you're looking at and tell Facebook that you like it. Then you'll get advertisements about it and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know that it really matters that much. I know there's people that hate that and like their privacy, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
The Ron Swansons of the world.
right.
I'd have to see it. To what extent? I'd have to see it in action and be like, is this too much for me?
Mm-hmm.
Because the way I see it, it's no different from Facebook.
Yeah.
And the way I also see it is, fucking, I'm not getting an Oculus Rift. So why do I care?
Well, it's an interesting concept because, like, with this VR thing coming out, are they going to try to package a bunch of things we didn't expect into it, or things that would normally have been in it we just didn't think that they would? Just a bunch of weird stuff that we don't foresee.
Well, ultimately, people need to understand it's a business. They're always going to try and sell you shit. They're always going to contour your experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to see Alex hype. It's easy to see how we can go, oh, this is lame or this is silly, but you're buying a product ultimately.
Yeah.
That is, it's a dynamic product. It's a dynamic peripheral that ultimately is going to be updating, trying to give you the best experience, whether for better or worse. Yeah, so that might include taking some of your content or changing the way your content is viewed and shit like that.
Ocean's Daniel has an interesting point. He says tech with privacy intrusion is a much bigger no-go in Europe compared to America.
Really?
Yeah, I guess.
But you guys have CCTV like crazy. We do, but we don't have it like crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'd be curious to see how it does in those countries, to see if it changes. I don't even know if it was released over there.
Well, how does your Facebook terms and conditions operate in Europe?
Man, that's a good question.
Because
And again, if they're sending data to the CIA or something, that's a little bit weird. And I mean, again, I don't know why it would matter per se, but I understand that we don't want that because that's just like Big Brother, that kind of stuff.
yeah,
But if it's just that they're gonna put advertisements on your Facebook, like, does anybody even like look at their Facebook like that anymore?
like the most annoying thing I get is probably game invites.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
the worst
play
thing in the
Candy
world.
Crush with me. Fuck off.
But those are from your like douchebag friends.
Yeah.
I get all that. Jeez, like random game, like cooking cadaver or whatever. Just some random games that just pop up, and they're like, your friend wants you to play this. It's like,
Or you'll get
no.
like stupid shit. Justin tagged you in a post.
Mhm.
It's funny, isn't it? Right? Come on, Spencer. You like what I posted?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
So, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't give a crap about the advertisements on Facebook.
It is what it is.
But, and especially if they're more tailored towards me, that's probably even a better thing.
Yeah,
Like I would stop getting advertisements for like pies. Always advertisements for pies.
think about it in the long run. Ultimately, is who fucking cares?
Yeah.
If you have, especially if you have nothing to hide. I get that you want to be that guy that's like, hey, I want my privacy. I understand that. But as is a former Marine, I had none.
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of don't care. Like,
Yeah.
if you see the way we had to take shits, there were no, in boot camp, there were stalls, but there were no doors. So it kind of defeated the purpose.
Yeah.
Drill instructors could come and be like, oh, get online right now. And you'd be like, fuck. Can I finish this? No.
Can you got,
Swipe and wipe. Just fucking get back
like
in
a
there.
turtle heading, sir?
Yeah. Sir.
That's
They would
funny.
fucking yell at you while you're on the shitter. Like, they wouldn't care.
In sort of related news, it has a couple of other weird glitch thingies to it. It can only read off of, from what I understood, it can only read off of the C drive.
Okay.
So you can't, and the problem is in this computer, this tablet I'm tapping, by the way, included, it has an SSD as the C drive, and that SSD is 128 gigs.
Okay.
And half of that is probably the operating system.
Yeah.
So if all of the games that it can play comes off of the C drive, you can have maybe 2 games, and your C drive is full.
That's bullshit.
As opposed to it allowing you to use your D drive, which could be your 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Hard drive.
Well, I don't have 1 terabyte. Well, I have 1 terabyte total, but like my 2, I think it's like 250.
Right.
Like,
So if you have the 2, obviously you're going to put the games, especially, you're going to put those games on your terabyte hard drive, not your C drive, which is just to hold make your operating system go faster.
that is nuts. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Hopefully they can just fix that somehow, but I'm curious if it has something to do with how they're doing other things with it. It's weird.
Fucking nuts, bruh.
Yeah. And Big Daddy K1 has a good point. We should keep fighting the privacy thing, otherwise it gets way too intrusive. And you give them minutes to take a mile. I mean, I agree with it. And I think we should, I don't know, it's a tough concept.
It really is.
Because we live in such a world where that kind of stuff has slipped so far. I mean, our cell phones have GPSs on them. And
Yeah.
like, how much
you
privacy?
can track other people's phones without you even knowing.
I mean, Big Brother's already here. He's been here for centuries. So
Yeah. Big brother slapping high fives with uncle's ham. It is what it is. I mean, yeah, no, you're right.
But I guess one thing that nobody is really talking about is I wonder what that does to the data, like to the stream. Like if you're playing, if it's using power to send things to Facebook, if it's using noticeable power,
Oh yeah.
processing power.
I doubt it would.
I would doubt it, but who knows, man?
Man, you're in a rock and a hard place right now.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? What's Spencer? Oh, he's shooting him.
He's going to use his gun.
He's gonna use his gun.
All right. And I have one, I think, last time. No, I have 2 more.
Sweet.
Okay. I don't even remember what my news stories are.
Oh
okay.
yes.
So Blizzard released, obviously had that Overwatch game is coming out. We're super excited. You getting it PS4?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll get it for PS4.
Day one.
We're going to play it. We're going to own
We're gonna stream it. That might be our game of like.
that we always stream.
Yeah,
all the time.
the itch is playing Overwatch.
We're going to stream it. We're going to dream it. I made that. If you cannot say that.
You
I've already
can't-
copyrighted it.
You
so.
can't. It's mine. So yeah,
But Overwatch has a butt pose that they used to have.
yeah. It was a catch me if you can, butt pose.
That was the old one.
Tracer would turn around and expose her almost flat buttocks.
Yeah.
There are better butts. I'll just say that.
And now it's been replaced with one that's more focused on her like upper body, I guess, and just her long leg and just less total butt cleavage that we're getting.
I don't know. It actually makes her butt look.
I know
better.
it actually gives it a lift, really.
Which is funny because they took it out and everyone got mad at Blizzard because they're like, "What the fuck, Blizzard? Like, what is your problem?"
Yeah.
And this is kind of, I wouldn't even call this a cop out. This is a cop in. This
Yeah.
is a criminal in.
Yeah.
Where they essentially said, hey, fuck it. We're going to have a pinup models pose, which is relatively tame,
Yeah.
but makes her butt look better. And I was just like, okay, fuck it. You can't really say anything because that is in her personality. The original argument was, oh, it's not in her personality to be a sex symbol. Okay, fine.
Who cares?
Pinup girls were slightly were seen as sex symbols, but they were more than that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think this pose is actually better.
Can some company stand up to this crap and just say we wanted it to be sexy, so it's going to be sexy?
Well, the argument there is that you have Widowmaker, and because Widowmaker is like, she got a fat ass, and she has like a V. Google that.
Widowmaker.
But she Widowmaker has like a V like a V cleavage like dress thing. Let's see.
Oh, that's somebody's interpretation.
That's interpretation. But yeah, she has more of a like a hourglass, quote unquote, like figure or whatever.
She could be hourglassier.
Yeah. Well,
but
wait until you see her on Select. The W and all that stuff is hiding it.
Oh, yeah, but she does look very attractive.
But yeah, so like Widowmaker, for instance, is seen as sex symbol, and so's the angel. I forget her name.
Angel.
Her name's not Angel. You'd probably have to Google all the characters in Overwatch.
Angel.
She's the healer class, who I expect you to play.
Wow, because like you say I can't aim, I'm not good.
No,
so
I think you would like her. That's her, Mercy.
Mercy.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Oh,
cool.
you're right. I think I would like her.
Yeah, she's a neat character. Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. But yeah. There's a lot of like people, like discourse, people going back and forth, like, oh,
look at her holding that huge gun.
That's her healing rod.
Oh, is that a healing rod? It's like very cool. Okay.
She can revive people too. That's her
It's her gimmick.
That's her trait thing.
Very good.
But
very well.
But yeah, so it's kind of like it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
Because ultimately,
when did we start telling artists how to do their jobs? Like, this is getting super annoying.
You know, that's like the biggest thing I fear about being a gamer. Like, I literally I sent you guys a text and it was like, do you guys ever just wake up hating the internet?
Oh, does it have something to do with that?
No, it had to do with Street Fighter.
Of course it did.
It had to do with people going, Yoshinori, and this is a side note, Yoshinori Ono, who's like the sort of the battle director of Street Fighter, or he's the last stuff. Anyway, battle coordinator, I guess, is what his role still is. But he, sorry, you look like an idiot. He, in the game, you look beautiful in person.
Thank you.
But anyway, he pretty much talked about, like, he's like, hey, yeah, sorry that you guys didn't feel there was that much content on Street Fighter V. The direction we're focusing for was more tournament based, all this other stuff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
We have a legacy that we want, and that comes within arcades, of being able to go into an arcade, you know, put your quarter up on the screen, be like, I got next, fight the guy, have a real, like, hardcore, we're going to, you know, war type thing, and then, you know, have fun. That fun was in the competitive nature. This guy posts and goes, then why'd they take out arcade mode? You mean the single player experience?
The one with no voices?
The one that he's not even fucking talking about. And I'm like, do you even know what happens when you fight another computer? They know what you're going to do. It's a matter of them letting you get away with something. That's it. And people don't understand that. And he's like, oh, no, I still think there should have been arcade. I'm like, you can eat a fucking dick, you goddamn millennial. Get out of here. He's not a millennial.
By the way, we love millennials. You're a millennial. Make sure you
I don't mean to sound like that. I'm just like, I'm pissed off when I see shit like that, because it's very easy for a lot of people, it seems, to just look at something and go, it's your fault. Or it's their fault, or not trying to understand something. Like, it's very, you know, just, you know, you have to be polarizing on opinions. You can never be lukewarm about something.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. Anyway, yeah. So
all right.
That's where we're at on that. The butt pose got changed, and it's glorious. And I look forward to more butt poses.
Yeah, we should get more butt poses. All right, ready for the last bit of news?
Let's kick it.
Okay.
What?
The last thing to talk. Well, they're talking trash about me about my stream here, saying I'm not very good.
Who cares?
But all I ask.
Well, that's a cinematics. So
all I ask about you guys is, did you guys save the world by going back in time and going forward in time?
Spoiler alert.
No, you didn't. I did. So you can eat a bag of dicks. So the last bit of story we have is Rogue One, the trailer, the teaser trailer, if you will, came out,
which felt like a trailer.
which was a trailer.
It was a lot of shit.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched it multiple times.
I only watched it once.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go into it.
All right, let's go into it.
What'd you think?
Another chick is the main character.
Well,
We're gonna go down this road every time.
are you mad because she has a vagina?
Yeah. Powerful female character. Powerful female character. Is it always gonna happen?
I will say, I think gaming is more progressive than Hollywood in the sense that they don't need to have a female lead to be powerful. In order for her to be powerful,
Yeah.
she'd be powerful in different ways.
I mean, it looks fine. Everything looks cool. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I
just wish it wasn't required to do all these things in every single freaking movie.
Oh, to be like have a multicultural cast.
Yeah, like
Donnie Yen, my boy,
fill in the blanks.
Donnie Yen, who might be a Jedi.
Oh, really?
He looks like it. If you look at his attire, it looks very Jedi-esque. But for those of you that don't know, Rogue One takes place between episodes 3 and 4, where you follow the exploits of the Rogue One.
And it was nice seeing the soldiers with the blue vests, or the blue with black vests, I think, and the white helmet thingies,
Okay.
like it was in episode 4.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing that.
They have a lot of throwback.
Yeah.
The architecture.
Now, what will not be cool, and I know they're probably, well, maybe not. This is more of a prequels thing.
Yeah.
But what will not be cool if they do it is if they have those guys carrying laser machine guns that are blasting at like 20 rounds a second.
You liked the Old Republic. I don't want to hear it.
No, what I'm saying, you remember like in the prequels, like they had the stormtroopers, but they're like shooting machine guns and they got like the big cannons and like all these guns.
Yeah, but the Republic dudes too. Remember the Commander class?
That stuff wasn't in Star Wars.
Well, now
it just makes the new
movies.
movies look like weird.
Okay.
Because like episode 4 through 6, they're just using pistols and then maybe the bigger blasters.
Yeah, which never.
But
really...
in the prequels, they got like machine guns and like continuous lasers that can tear the like terrain apart and stuff like that. Like clearly a problem. But
so
the new
you're
one
saying they're going out of the characteristics
right.
of what is the norm.
Now the new one that J.J. Abrams did, they did a lot better. They did have that weird lightsaber counter, which doesn't make any sense considering they thought all the Jedi were gone.
Traitor.
Yeah. But either way, I mean that was it. So it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But hopefully they go the same route with this one being a little more sticking to what Star Wars is.
Yeah. No. I mean, honestly speaking, I think this might be your movie. Like, cause you said you didn't really you liked 7 for what it was, but it clearly was not your favorite. But I think this one might actually be more what you're liking.
Yeah, I'm excited for all these side spin-offs.
Because they have less Jedi. They said pretty much like little to no Jedi. There's rumored to be Boba Fett in it. Because Rogue One, Slave One might be some semblance there. Well, there's something else to it.
That's true. That's
what the article was titled, but there was something else that was going on there, which is neat.
Yeah.
And then I think my favorite shot in there, in addition to Donnie Yen, because that's my boy, is when they're running out and the AT-ATs are shooting at them, and it shows like how freaking like huge they are, and you're like, holy shit, and they're running at them, that's nuts, but it's like super cool cinematically.
Well, one of the coolest cinematic pieces from the series has to have been episode 5 with those AT-ATs, and it was
Hoth.
on Hoth, and if you look at, they definitely use different, you can see like different techniques mashed into one long fight.
Yeah.
Because they'll show it from like the side of them shooting and it, you got the things going. But then they'll do a close up of the AT-AT's face and it's like super dark. And he's like looking around like a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like claymation?
Almost. Like it almost looks like
I could have sworn it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe it was.
The original
or
before they put it all in 3D?
Or stop motion or something. But it looks terrifying. Yeah. And all the different shots they did of it, those AT-ATs, they gave it so much life. And it was clearly one of the greatest, most iconic moments of the series. So I love it whenever I get to see them again. And I really liked in the new one when that chick was like living in it. I'm already forgetting all the characters' names. Ray was like living hunkered in the AT-AT and everything.
Well, this
spoiler alert.
This girl's name is Jyn Erso, I think. So Jyn Erso. Felicity Jones, my bae. Bae is bae. But yeah, the trailer looked good. I honestly have to say, like, opinion wise, like normally if you look at like a sequel, this isn't a sequel, but if you look at a follow up sort of situation, to a movie, no matter what it is, it's usually a little like you're hyped up, sort of, but you're like, well, it's kind of what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this one's like, well, it doesn't look like there's really any Jedi in it.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest thing I think they're gonna do is, I think Darth Vader is gonna be in it, and they could really make him look like a scary ass dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like just chasing these guys down, like cutting through everything. You'd be like, holy crap, Darth Vader's coming. It turns into a slasher flick then.
Oh, they have a good moment. Obviously, don't overuse him.
Yeah. They were talking about showing him. There's a comic book that shows him pretty much like landing on some place, and all these like rebel guys are on him, and he's like, "I'm surrounded by cowards and dead men," and then proceeds to just destroy everybody.
Oh, nice.
Which is great, but you kind of want to. You got to treat him like a slasher in a slasher flick, because you got to show him being like being like this guy that's like, you know, I can kill everybody, but then like cut to black after that, which
Yeah.
is gonna piss some people off. But in the long run, I think, is going to make it look better, because then you're like, holy shit, he took out all those guys. You still don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
And that enigmatic sort of figure kind of makes him stronger as a villain.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm legit. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I really do want to see it. But there's always things that I'm not too thrilled about. Again, just the fact that we're required to put certain things in it because of the time we live in.
Yeah.
I'm not against anything like that. I'm just saying, are they really the best? Is this really the best role? Because it feels like we're constantly being told what we're supposed to like.
Oh, yeah. And what is her deal? Like, is she is your stream stop? Oh, no. Is she like a freaking, is she actually she's not a rebel.
Yeah, she's like somewhere in between, but she does hate the Imperials, obviously.
Yeah, but like,
How come? By the way, how come every character that has to be in this kind of role like is a rebel and is like a reluctant hero, right? Isn't that the deal?
Well,
they're
honestly,
all like reluctant heroes.
It's Han Solo, dude. Like, it's the same concept ultimately.
I don't think so as much. I mean, he was kind of reluctant, but he was like, "Pay me money and I'll do it." I mean, that's different than being a reluctant hero.
Well, yeah, but if you say "pay me money and I'll do it again," you risk the thing of being.
I think
like Han Solo.
I guess you're right. Han Solo kind of is a reluctant hero. I think in episode 4 he wasn't, because a reluctant hero, in my opinion, is somebody that doesn't want to do it, whatever you ask them to, and then through the story he's kind of forced through and learns and breaks through it. And he kind of is, but at the same time they said, "Here's money," and he goes, "Okay." Like that, to me, that's not necessarily reluctant. And he does change, and he learns, and later on in the series, like in episode 5, probably, yeah, he's definitely reluctant there. But
by 6, he's like, "We need to save the galaxy."
yeah, but I think in 4 he wasn't really, because they just said, "Here's a bunch of money," and he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." And then they said, "Here's some more money if you do something a little more dangerous." He goes, "Okay."
Did you say credits?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So. I mean, it's just more of like they're it's a lot of the same archetypes, just done a little bit differently. Like Rey is more like Luke.
Yeah.
I want to go on an adventure, type sort of.
Well,
thing.
but they shoehorned in the reluctant part too.
Yeah,
because they're like, because then she goes for like maybe a minute. You remember that? So they go like, she goes, "No, I got to go home," because she's waiting for her parents or whatever to come back. And she goes, "No, I got to go home," and they're like, "No, you can't." She's like, "Okay."
Well, Finn is definitely reluctant. He is absolutely reluctant.
Finn is yeah, everybody's reluctant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And I get why they would do it, but it's used so often.
Yeah.
It's almost becoming the next guy pulled out of retirement.
Well, I mean, honestly speaking, like they're trying to connect with the new audience. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, that could be.
If they're
and maybe they're it's a tried and true formula, and it's I mean, Star Wars itself, I guess, is kind of a rehash of just all those mythical tales, legends, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I guess
different religions, all that stuff blended. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I hope it's gonna do good. I think with what the storytelling, how they're trying to do the storytelling, is going to be more grounded.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not dealing with the Force. We're dealing with the fact that Darth Vader is Darth Vader and the Emperor are the biggest, baddest guys in the galaxy. And we need to steal the Death Star plans, which they succeed, and that a lot of people are probably dead. It's probably a suicide mission. But at the same time.
What did you think about Mon Mothma?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was nice seeing it. She looked good.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? You don't see her nearly enough in the universe. Yeah. And she's an important character.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I think that's cool. I wonder if this is where they're going to do the young, depending on when it happens. Like, if this happens literally before episode 4, or if this happens like a couple years before episode 4, if they're going to put in Han Solo as because, they're casting a young Han Solo.
Are they? Oh, for that spinoff?
But would they put him in this one? Would they pull
Dude,
a Spider-Man thing?
They should not do that.
Really?
That's a bad.
Because why would he be
idea.
there? Is the biggest thing.
Sort of. I mean, I would love to know the story of him meeting Chewbacca and whatever, yada yada. I mean, a Han Solo story would be great. Tell it through like a comic book or a video game.
But you hate
as
those.
soon as I do, but I'm just saying, as soon as you put him in there, it kind of reminds me of the argument of Twilight Princess, right?
Right.
Not as good as when it came out. Everyone goes, it's not nearly as good as Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time is like one of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
Han Solo is one of the most iconic characters ever created. He's like, of course, nothing's gonna be as good as Han Solo because he's already like burned in everybody's mind as being awesome. Why would you then put another young actor to go out there and get slaughtered?
It's the biggest shoes to fill.
Yeah. It's literally you're just sending him out there to get slaughtered.
Well, it's kind of like what they did with Dragon Ball, like the Dragon Ball Super stuff.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people don't like it right now, is because they're not used to the fact that this saga is sort of wrapped up nicely.
Yeah, they're on a good roll with creating new stuff right now. I think they should they could do it with Boba Fett because obviously he never takes off his helmet.
Yeah.
Although he did look like a little kid that one time, and that's dumb. But
It'd be great to see him more.
the Han Solo one they should just not touch. That's you're asking to get yelled at, right? I don't know. That's my opinion.
They would have to take it in such a different way.
Yeah.
And really like impress naysayers. Like they'd have to be certain that they were going to impress somebody with the product.
Yeah. That's scary to me. I wouldn't ever want to do that. I wouldn't want to be that actor. I mean, I would because you're going to get a lot of money and everything like that. But as soon as your one like role is that you were a less impressive character,
oof,
right,
hurts. Hurt me more, dog.
Yeah. is that the Metal Gear Solid?
That's Metal Gear Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, Metal Gear Awesome. It's like, hurt me more, dog. It's like a piss. Pissing everywhere.
Piss all over me.
All right, well, I think that's it for the show. We got some reviews to do.
Yeah.
I'm Spencer.
I'm JD.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a like, comment below, and subscribe to our channel. We do new reviews and podcasts every week. And you can get in on the action on twitch.tv/thisistheith every Saturday at 11 a.m. Arizona Standard. Take a look at our gear on SprayShirt.com and scratch that fashion itch. Download our app on the store. If you have any questions, email us at the show at theitsnetwork.com. And don't forget, we do fuck.